newspaper will flip over to the Nation newspaper. EFCC uncovers how REAMD top officials misappropriated 12.4 billion naira. Multiple subsea cable cuts cripple internet services. Multiple subsea cable cuts cripple internet services. Ex-Oyo lawmaker jailed 16 months. House differs with NAFDAC on sachet drink ban. First Lady seeks stiffer penalties for kidnappers. Ningi's budget pardon claim. Knock for PDP over resignation call on Ababio. Abbas. National Assembly states to tackle insecurity. Babalola seeks 40% representation for women in political positions. Inter-parliamentary relations are critical to addressing national challenges, says Gallo. NIGECOMSAT begins internet connectivity in 774 councils. Still on the stories making the headlines on the Nation newspaper this morning. Ogun, Germany to partner on food production. Circular Road, Oyo begins demolition of structures. Ikiti okays 159.5 million naira for 121 boreholes. Court dismisses Kingmaker's suit challenging monarch appointed by Oyetola George as BCDA DG. Tinubu replaces Ndiomu with Otuaro as a PPA administrator. Tinubu appoints Alabo George with taken days. And that's the much we can take from the Nation newspaper this morning. From the Nation newspaper, we'll flip over to this day newspaper. NSA, service chiefs, northern governors meet behind closed doors over rising insecurity. NMPC vows to end fuel importation in 2024 as a PH Port Harcourt refinery begins a production in 2 weeks. Subdeep, Rumani, Jai Matani partner Puka Logistics supports federal government okays upgrade of Federal College of Dental Technology to university. Naira makes U-turn declines at parallel market, appreciates at official window. House wants NAFDAC to lift ban on production, sale of sachet alcoholic drinks. Federal government to ministries, departments, agencies. Prioritize digital infrastructure investment for business efficiency and productivity. NMPC vows to end fuel importation in 2024 as a Port Harcourt refinery begins a production in 2 weeks. Tinubu orders immediate reopening of borders with Niger. AIG Imokede returns as Access Bank's non-executive chairman. Adozillion Homes appoints Ebube, board chairman. Need for clarity in mineral categorization. Nkwocha, Nigeria's security challenges surmountable with time under Tinubu. Dawn of a new order to reposition Nigeria for true federalism. Monday sits at home. Onerous tax for Anambra governor. Security agencies like Chibok girls, like Kuriga school children. Honorable Aisha Uji, ace photographer, artist, takes over as new CBAA CDG. Royal Castro Advertising Agency supports 9 families with hospital pay. Retired nurse declares a free delivery for pregnant women in Abia community. Building resilience, 6 simple climate solutions for big impact in Nigeria. University, industry, Development Diplomacy, the case of Achievers University Award. Evolution of fertility centers in Nigeria. Abdullahi re-elected as president of Nigeria Acre Federation. New Year Mega Lottery unveils as nationwide league title sponsor. Nigeria Esports Federation partners Muton, endorses Mobile Legends, Bang Bang official partner. And that's the much we can take from this day newspaper this morning. '81. Senate wants NHIS coverage for kidney diseases. Sokoto community excited as customs reopen Niger border. Sokoto community 150 judgments. Olubadan for burial by 4 p.m. Family. Yoruba Nation agitators, IPOB, oppose grazing zones. Budget controversy. Senate attacks PDP. Yaradua replaces Ningi. Ogun. Germany to partner on agric. School attacks. Bandits demand 1 billion naira for 287 pupils. Issue March 27 deadline. Ex-commissioner seeks tech adoption in curriculum. Nigeria leads as ECOWAS members default on 150 judgment. We've taken this. Pharmacists demand details of executive order to crash drug prices. Hardship. TUC doesn't believe in frequent strikes, says VP. School attacks. Amotekun heightens security in Osun boundary communities. Tinubu appoints first female NACA DG. Army personnel take leadership training. Student loan bill scales second reading at National Assembly. You are listening to newspaper headlines on Ebonade 103.5 FM. When I go for a short break, when we come back, we'll continue on the stories making the headlines on the Punch newspaper this morning. Stay with us.
And wonderful opportunities here for you at Next Level Traveling and your agency. Do you want to move to the next level? Do you want to study and work at Next Level Traveling and your agency will make your dreams come true?
Wait till you they wait for. Waka come Robin Faith Concept Limited office. Make you collect your own plot inside the brand new Golden City Garden Estate. Because special promo dey on now, and for this promo season you go get 464 square meters of land when be 50 only 2 with only 400k. You don become landlord inside this correct estate for we capital city. Call us today for 081 68 32 2403. That is 081 68 32 403. I say 081 68 32 2403. Once you pay, we go allocate your land, give you sharply, plus give you deed of assignment, register survey plan, and government approved decision. When go show say even government confirm what we do, you no get anything to worry about. Now we dey run am. If you no get all the money to pay now, you fit dey pay small for the one wey they call installment payment plan. Whether na 3 months, 6 months, or even 12 months, as long as you no go turn your eye, better payment plan dey for you to choose. Take advantage of this special promo when dey on now unto say one plot of land 464 square meters na only 400,000 naira. Because once this petrol station, kilometer 8 at Asaba Benin Expressway, Asaba Delta State, or call us on top 081 68 32 2403. That is 081 68 32 2403. I say 081 68 32 2403. Now, Robin Save Concept Limited, they develop Golden City Garden Estate.
How best can we talk about the challenges we are having on our streets, our community, our society in general? Street report. If we do not address these challenges on N1bn FM, who will? As the happenings around us get as complicated as they can be,
Our government, whatever.
Street Report is here to make sense of it all. Street Report is causing social change across your streets, in your community. Street Report is here with hardcore journalism to get to the roots of our problem. Why don't you join me, Martin Ifan number the first every Friday, 4:30 p.m. on N1 103.
Family is the foundation of the society. Now, this is never now the 103.5 FM, wherever I can
Papa, Mama, na ụmụaka maka ịmata ihe gbasara ezinụlọ sonyelu classic lady.
Classic lady.
N'ebe ọ na-adị 103.5
FM. No girl dị mma ezinụlọ. Canada bịara gị every Tuesday na Friday, 3 to 4 p.m.
You're welcome back to Newspaper Headlines on Ebon at the 103.5 FM. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 080-96661035. You can as well join us on among varsity students. Benue crisis. Tiffy demands apology, says 147 killed. Sanwo-Olu urges female judges to tackle gender barrier. Council creates cassava hubs to drive revenue. Lagos mows levy on sweetened beverages. Federal government upgrades Enugu Dental College, names Abuja Bayelsa CMDs. First commercial quantity crude not found in Oloibri. Court. First commercial quantity crude not found in Oloibri. Court. Respect judgment on disputed land. Osun community tells Army. Reps step down bail on voters' relocation. Varsity canvasses collective vigilance against insecurity. Economic crisis. South pensioners demand living wage. 90,000 benefit from eye surgeries in 12 years. Edo presents staff of office to clan head after 18-year court case. Non-governmental organization unveils 1,000 housing scheme in Delta. That's the much we can take from the Punch newspaper this morning. From the Punch newspaper, we'll flip over to Nigerian Tribune. Be wary of social media during Ramadan, says cleric. Foundation tackles poverty, hunger among the needy. Partnership to unlock marine blue economy potential. Nimasa DG seeks a private sector partnership to unlock marine blue economy potential. NS fee. NSC 6 reps committee support for approval of 1% freight stabilization fee. NLC TUC urged to negotiate reasonable minimum wage amid economic challenges. World Bank's Women Empowerment Program presents a renewed hope for Nigerian women. Christian Association of Nigerian Women Wing inaugurates new executives. Abducted school children revisit state police. Kaduna governor begs reps. Kano Commissioner of Police commends a POS operator for returning 10 million naira credit error. New GOC assumes duty at Nigerian Army 2nd Division Headquarters, Ibadan. How Oseni's revelation about 500 million naira economic relief fund causes stir. That's the much we can take from the Nigerian Tribune this morning. That will also mark the conclusion of all that we have for you on this particular edition of Newspaper Headlines on Ebonade 103.5 FM. We'll now flip over to our WhatsApp portal for reactions. From our WhatsApp portal this morning, we have this message: national budget of 22 trillion magically metamorphosed to 25.7 trillion for Nigerian politics. And indeed, our life is imbued with every quality of the unreal, of fantasy, and of the grotesque spectacle. From these drivers, our penchant for the dramatic, to exaggerate and to hype everything and every situation. A closer look at our National Assembly tells us clearly that we are firmly in the grip of and closely tyrannized by the pseudo. Nothing looks as it is, truly is in the House of Senate. Honestly, most of our senators are pseudo senators. Fellow Nigerians, which way out of the woods? Comrade Manlio Dogo from Odumobosi, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now, we have this message. It's coming from Agonabo, and it's joining us from Ofa Aguluzibu, and it says, Martin, opening of border from Niger is a welcome addition, but let them be careful of terrorists coming in Nigeria through it. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now, we have this message. It is coming from Eze from Owerri. And he says, issue of kidnapping at Kaduna children who is fooling who. They told us to link our NIN to our line. We have done that. So can't security find them with the calls they are making? Government should let us know the people behind the deal. We are matured enough to know our left from our right. This is coming from Eze from should open orders for importation of food. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have this one. It's coming from Pauline Wizu from Onitsha, and he says refurbishing 3 refineries is medicine after death. All we are saying is to give us more new refineries, including the modular refinery. We're supposed to have over 15 new refineries, not rebuilding old age ones. And he says, okay, Pauline Wizu from Onitsha, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have this message. It's coming from Christian Ufundu from Onitsha, and he says IPOB rejects ranching in the southeast region. This is a good idea from the owners of the land. If Tinubu wants to obey his masters, let him forfeit his own land for the third deadly terrorist sect of the people in the world, not another region's land that has been bought by individuals. If the president forces people in the region to forfeit their portions of the land for a sect of people for the private businesses, he will be ready for. And he continued and says, there is no amount of reason that will be given by any person that could prove it beyond the reasonable doubt that Nigeria is still together. Nigeria had been partially together when Wike was born newly, not now. Today, every tribe in this country is trying its possible best. He said, Nigeria, because of the attitude of our bad leaders, therefore Wike was wrong. He continued and said, Soludo should seclude himself from anything concerning sit at home because he has no powers to stop it. Soludo should exert his energy on things that would help the state to move forward, not on the things that might bring disasters, what we hear all the time. Kudos to P2B. Insecurity is too much this time in Nigeria. IPOB spoke it all, said it all. And he says, how can President Tinubu advise governors to provide land for cattle grazing? Why can't herders go and buy land for their cattle business? President Tinubu appointment is every day. Kudos to IPOB and Yoruba Okay, freedom fighters. He said, may the soul of Olubadan rest in peace. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We have this message. It is coming from Waloto Patrick from Nteje, and he says, I want to commend the reps for ordering NAFDAC to lift ban on sachet alcohol, going by the Nigerian Constitution of 1999 as amended. The three primary functions of the legislatures are quality representation, lawmaking, and lastly, oversight functions. So, by ordering NAFDAC to lift ban on sachet alcohol drinks shows that they live up to their responsibilities as lawmakers. Like I said earlier, it is an aberration of the Constitution for NAFDAC to ban sachet alcohol drinks. If the ban was allowed to stay, what it means is that the rich also want the poor to survive, as the poor can not afford the big bottle alcoholic drinks, knowing fully well that alcohol can be described as an opium of the poor. Let me also use this opportunity to advise IPOB to consult widely as the regards of the issue of Ruga cattle ranching before issuing any public statement on the matter. In my opinion, if it is Ruga, I don't think there is any space for that in Southeast. But if it is cattle ranching, I will advise IPOB to pipe load. This is coming from Waloto Patrick from Nteje. Thank you so much for joining us. Kidnapping victim, kidnapping victim taking a place difficult to locate. Okay, kidnapped victim taken to a place difficult to locate, says defense headquarters. I'm asking why Nigerian army are disgracing us because of the obedience to the wickedness of terrorists, bandits, kidnappers, gunmen, killers, killer headsmen, and others, as well as the federal government. Difficult to locate, but innocent IPOB locations are easy to locate. I thank God that you people are exposing this to the whole world, that you are professionals to attack civilians. Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning, protesters and all of that. We have a message. It's coming from John Ume from Opozo, and he says kidnapping of school children in this country has become a tradition. This one now is a boomerang for those that masterminded that one that happened under the government of Goodluck Jonathan. They are now at the corridors of power, so let them pay 1 billion naira ransom to the bandit, because I believe that the cup you use to measure for others will also be used in measuring for you. Today, Goodluck Jonathan has been vindicated. It is regrettable that Nigeria is a country where everything goes. If not, some people at the helm of affairs in the country today supposed to be sentenced to several jail terms, but because they are untouchable, nothing will happen to them. John Ume from Okozo, thank you so much for joining us this morning. As the network is pretty bad this morning, this is the spot where we'll call it a day on this particular edition of Newspaper Headlines on N1bn 103.5 FM. But we wish to apologize to everybody who is trying to reach us via Facebook and SMS portals this morning. Remember that it comes your way weekdays in the morning once it's 7 o'clock. So keep a date, as it's going to happen again on Monday. Don't touch the dial of Ebona, the 103.5 FM, once it's 8:20. This morning, we'll be back with Birthday Splash. Till we meet again, I am Martin. Have a wonderful morning.
Your seatbelt as we take you on this smooth ride. Let's go! It's the morning drive on 103.5 Ebona DFM, keeping your morning engaging as we take you through the smoothest ride on radio.
From 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
Getting your morning inspired.
9:30 a.m.
on the morning drive.
103.5 Ebona DFM.
Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at Ebona, the 103.5 FM with Martin Ifeanyi Ikisi every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebona at 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/gistfm every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date.
Okay, guys, thank you. Like, subscribe, and share. Right, hit the subscribe button right here. Remember to check out my book on Amazon.com. Hip Hop and Igbo Culture by yours faithfully, Martin Ifeanyi. Thank you. Rock.